Okay, what I have here is one of the most common deadbolts available in the US, and we're starting to see a lot of it overseas right now. Actually, overseas, I've seen this in the Philippines called a grade 1. It's a Quickset. Again, not one of my favorite deadbolts, but you're going to run across it a lot. So this is the Quickset 660. It's a single cylinder deadbolt. I'll show you how to do it. It's extremely popular. So in this video, we're going to show you how to install it, how to rekey it, and then on the other videos, we'll show you how to drill the lock open, the various ways of drilling it, picking it, other ways of bypassing this particular brand. So again, extremely popular. This is not the smart key lock. This is the regular lock, pin tumbler, you could call it. We'll go through the whole thing. So a Quickset 660, and I'll just show you what we have here. This is a brand new one, never been touched. Now this is, I would call this the locksmith or contractor version. It's in just a plain box. It's not a display box. We'll have some other ones from the big box hardware stores, but this is what I would call a contractor or locksmith supply. Just a plain box. Comes with the deadbolt with the thumb turn. It comes with the bolt. It's adjustable bolt, and it's basically pretty simple. 2 3/4, 2 3/8. And think about it, it's a little bit harder. They call this the D because the tailpiece on the deadbolt looks like a D. You can say Mickey Mouse ears up. On this one, even if the bolt's in, because it's a D, it's almost idiot-proof. It won't go together wrong. We'll show you some older ones, but this one right now is currently available in the non-smart key version. Again, Quickset 660. So it comes with 2 keys. This is the 5-pin. The blank is a KW1 is one of the numbers you can see that's quite popular. If it was a 6-pin, it would be a KW10. And there's no code stamped on the key. No code at all. It's got some pins. This particular kit doesn't come with a multi-purpose latch or deadbolt face. It's just the rounded corners. I don't know if it comes with the kit now with the replaceable from a drive-in to the rounded to the square. I'll have to look that up. But for now, the way we've been buying them, so basically we've been buying them with the faceplate, and we have a box of drive-in bolts as well. And again, the drive-in bolt's exactly the same. It's adjustable, just a quick little twist. Typically on deadbolts, I say Mickey Mouse ears up. This one has up right on it, so you know which way is up. I hate seeing deadbolts installed with the keyway upside down. There's no reason for it. That's been put in wrong. It's not good for the lock. Doesn't really add any protection against picking. So we take the bolt, says up, put it inside the hole. This one's pretty good. It could go in a smaller hole. The average is 2 1/8 is the standard, but it will also fit in some thinner. Basically, it's a D bolt. It goes in. Thumb turn's pretty basic. Put it on there. And we've got lock and open. Just 2 simple screws holding it on. Nothing fancy here. Now, your apprentices, don't give them electric screwdrivers. Just make them do it. They can cross-thread them pretty easy, so you got to be careful with beginners. Just make sure you don't cross it, and just go snug. You don't have to go crazy on these things. And we see it covered up the hole there. Big mistake people make is you only have to go snug. There we go. Deadbolt's perfect. Check it. Make sure your key comes out. Again, these ones are pretty hard to put together wrong. And then try it on the door. Open and close the door. Make sure you can lock it from the inside. Always do it from the inside first. Don't want to get locked out. And pretty basic. Now I'll show you how to rekey this lock. So we're going to rekey the Quickset 660. Extremely common. Again, it's not a smart key lock. You can tell that doesn't have the little mark there. Extremely popular, especially in the US. Not so much in Canada. Overseas, South America, Philippines, I see a lot of these, and they call them grade 1 over there. I have what I bought in the Philippines that says grade 1 and everything. It's kind of funny. And it says Quickset. So I'll put that up on another video. So to rekey this is pretty basic. Just basically 2 screws, left to loosen. You can leave the bolt in the door, and the cylinder just comes out. It's got a little C-clip. I have the pickle. You see here, oh, you'll see it better when I get it off. We just come in here, give it a little push. Must be awkward today. Give it a little push. Just flip it out. And there we have it. And then it comes out like that. I'll rekey it. Now, and this is pretty simple. The tailpiece, clip to rekey it. If we don't have a key, we shim it. Well, we have a key, so we just put it in. Now this one, I would say 45 degrees. You can go 30 degrees. On this one, pretty basic. Turn the key 30 degrees. Push our follower through, and there is our 5-pin lock. Because this is a contractor grade, these little holes on the side, all they are, sometimes you'll find a little round like a ball bearing. All that is for the construction master. Now that's another video, another day, but for now, when you're just doing a simple rekey or simple master key, we don't have to worry about construction master. If they're in there, just let them fall out, doesn't matter. So here's our pins, and again, this, actually, I'll just go over the parts. Top, where the springs are, is called the Bible. This is the plug, the keyway or the profile, and this is the Quickset KW1 key. Keying it up is pretty easy. We just take out, I'm going to see if it has any mushroom pins in it for picking. Regular driver. So there's the top pin. The second one is actually a mushroom pin. In theory, that makes it harder to pick. In reality, it doesn't. The third one is a driver. I've got number 5, number 4. Let's see if the camera can get it. This is number 4. It's a mushroom pin again. So from the factory, we have a regular driver, one mushroom driver, 4th is a mushroom. In theory, this makes it a little bit harder to pick, but in reality, it doesn't. And these are the bottom pins, flat on the side that touches the driver, round on the bottom. The rounded bottom part makes the key go in easier. So put the rounded side down, and now we're going to rekey this using the lab kit. So I'm going to put the top pins back in. Now, I already got the spring in there. Put them. Again, why go from the front? Just go right from the middle. That's the harder one to get. I just hold it in my tweezers like that. Kind of hard to see on the camera. I just push. Now I'm pushing this follower slightly forward to hold it in. So I tend to hold my pin so it's sticking out, my driver. I put it in the hole, push on a little bit, and then I just push her down. And then we need the spring. Another driver, number 2. So I started with 3. This is the mushroom, 3, 2. And when you're rekeying these, check your top pins. Make sure they're there. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to dump them. You can just check them like that. Now I'm going to put number 4 in there, number 4 spring. It's difficult to see on the camera. And again, this is practice, practice, practice. Another mushroom going in there. Hold it right on the end. Give it a little push. And the final one. Put the spring in first. Don't forget your springs. And our final driver. And, oops. Now we're going to rekey it. Now, normally I cut the keys by code, but here's a factory key. I don't know what it is. I could eyeball it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this is from ProLock, and it does the 4 major Quickset, Sludge, Weiser, Westlock. So I'm going to take a Quickset, and I'm going to put, now we've got 5 cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a little cut here. So I know that's basically a 1. So let's put it in, let's test it. There's no zeros. That's a 1. Then the next one is a 6. I'm going to write this down. And a 1, 6. And the next one is very, very high, so it's it's a 2. Oh no. Oh, wait a sec. Could be another. That's a 2. Next one is a 3. And the final one is, oh, it's another 3. There's another 3. Now you can eyeball this too. So barely cut. That's a 1. Again, there's no zeros. That's pretty deep, so that's a 6. That's a little bit down, so that's a 2. And these two are the same, and 3, 3. So 1, 6, 2, 3, 3. And let's key it up as per our. Now I'm using a lab kit here. If you're doing a lot of Quicksets, you can order Quickset originals. I like the lab kit. This is the mini kit, just enough to do a couple rekeys, go to a house, rekey a couple locks, and I have the bigger kits. So our first pin is a 1, so we go to Quickset, and the first cut's a 1, and it's a 170 bottom. Now these are the master pins, we're not worried about these today. It's a 170B. So if we go to our, see the number there? Now some kits are confusing. Sometimes the number's up there, sometimes it's down there. You'll learn once you have your kit. So 170B, so the 170B, I want it down in the plug. I always put the key in the plug. So I want the key, it's in the plug. First one's a 1. See how it's flush? It's not down, it's not sticking up, it's absolutely perfect. So 5 is a 265. I thought it was a 6, it's not, it's a 265. So you can't trust the gauge always. See, that's perfect. Now I'll go back to what I thought it was, a number 6, and see what I did. You can see right off the bat, something's wrong there. I read it wrong. Can't be perfect all the time. So it's a 265 is a 6. Now I think the next one is a 2. 2 is a 195. It's purple. 195. Now that's high as well. So I'm not a fan of the gauges. So let's try 170. Now the gauges are normally super accurate. I'm doing it on an angle. I'm not looking at it properly. But mistakes happen. But the pinning is perfect. So that basically is a 1. And I thought the next ones were 3. 220. Let's see if it's a 3. It is a 3, so I read that one right. 3, 3. So, see, we made a mistake. It's really 15133. Everything looks flush. When you put it back together again, make sure it's on a 45-degree angle. Put it in. Now, the biggest mistake new beginners make, just don't pull it out. Everything's going to go flying. I always put my thumb there. So we know the key is keyed perfect. It turns. Let's check the other key. And we know that's perfect. It turns. We put the deadbolt in there, or the tailpiece for the deadbolt. If you see, it's looks like a D. Now you also notice there's a little slot here. C-clip has a little tiny space in there, a little, you see our C-clip has a little tiny notch in there. That's to go into the deadbolt tailpiece. So put it, and putting these back in is really easy. Just now, sometimes most times if it's old, I'll replace this. They cost you pennies. You get a bag of 100 for next to nothing. I just took this off and I was pretty gentle taking it off, so I'll reuse it. But a good rule of thumb is maybe replace them, because nothing's worse when this thing falls out and it falls apart on the customer. And it's pretty easy to put back in. You can almost do it with your fingers. And just use your, we just slot it back in. That's it. Let's just test it again. Perfect. And you reinstall exactly like we took it off. And always have the key out when you're putting everything back together again. This is the Quickset 660, very popular. It's a 5-pin. You just, after a while you see these, you just know it's a 5-pin. Could be a 6-pin, but it's a 5-pin. And there's various ways, other methods. I've showed you in the picking how to count the pins and everything. So if the customer is locked out, they've lost the keys. There's two types of problems. They could have the key. If the key is just spinning 360 round, let's say the key is just going round and round and round, then it tells me my tailpiece has fallen off or I have a problem with the bolt. So no use in picking it because the key's turning around and around. Or if the key jams on them, they put it for so far it jams, or you can't even get the key in. That's a key or a lock problem. So if you have a key and it's not working, spray it with WD-40 or Tri-Flow to start with, and see if your key goes in. A lot of jobs they say, oh, my keys goes in, it won't turn. I spray it with WD-40 or Tri-Flow, put the key in, and it unlocks perfectly. The lock hasn't been lubricated in the last 20 years. But if it's a malfunction, no use in picking it if it's a malfunction. There's other methods we'll cover if it's a malfunctioning lock or for some reason you can't pick it. Quicksets are extremely easy to pick it. You can pick it the traditional way, raking, single pin picking, or I like to use the Lishi. So this is a KW1 Lishi. And this one is by Mr. Lishi. There's several manufacturers. He stands behind his pretty good. So we're going to pick it. Now the picking using the Lishi is basically, it's a single pin picking method, or SPP. So there's no raking, there's no nothing. This is going to be picking. And if we hit the mushrooms, sometimes the mushrooms will give you no trouble at all. Other times we have to do counter rotation to pick. It's one reason I have the practice board, is to practice, practice, practice. Don't just practice on the customer's job. Practice this in the shop. Just gently insert the pick. Let's say it's locked, and we're going to pick it, I always say towards the hinges on this type of deadbolt. Okay, light tension. Don't crank on it too hard. What I'm feeling for is pressure. I'm feeling for which one is binding. That one's binding. That one is binding. Binding. There we go. Okay, light pressure. Which one's binding? Binding. There we go. I'm going to drill the shear line. If for some reason you can't pick it or whatever, we're going to drill the shear line. And then I'll show you the next method of potentially drilling this as well. So we're going to drill the shear line, and basically it's about there. I use a 1/4 inch. You can use 1/8 inch, you can use 3/8. I just like the 1/4 inch because I buy them by the box. Now you heard that, that's the first pin. You'll hear that 5 pins all the way through. Jeez. Now, it's already turned. So now, turn that a little bit more. It's already started to unlock there. It's just soft metal. You can hear the springs. They've all sort of jammed up there a little bit. Let's clean it out a little bit more. There we go. Wait a sec. Cut that. Put your... Wow. There we go. Okay. So basically we just put our screwdriver in, turn it, and the bolt goes back. And we're in. I'll show you the other method of going. You go back to there. Now this one I just, let's say I just drilled it, it opened. Let's say you drill it and it won't open. It could be the tailpiece has fallen off, could be a malfunctioning deadbolt. So if this thing has failed to open, now the easiest and quickest way is I drill the 2 screws that hold it onto the door. So there's only 2, 1, 2. You don't even need templates for this. You'll find it's kind of interesting. Just, I think it's about there. And if you look at it, I'm going to drill the 2 screws, and I just gave a little bit in there, as you saw. And now you can see there's the screw right in there. I'm overkill on this one. I should use something less diameter. And we'll see the other one. You can see right here. It should be right here. Watch this. Right there, same thing. Boom, boom. Actually, sometimes I'll just pull off this little plate. And you can see right off the bat, it shows you right where to drill. Sometimes, I haven't run across it on Quicksets yet, they'll have a little piece of hard plate in there. And it just falls out once you pull off that plate. So now we're just going to continue on and drill the 2 screws. I'm going to change my drill bit. So I'm just drilling the screws out here. So I do a little bit on each side. So we just sort of broke in there a little bit, saw where it is. A little bit there. Oh, 1 screw. Oh, time for a sharper bit. This is real life. You never know what bit you got till you use them. Now be careful now, this is hot. Okay, I gotta get sharper bits. When we have the next training video, I will have brand new sharp bits. Now I just take my screwdriver in, I can put it back. Now, if for some reason, and I run across more and more, this has broken here or this has come undone, then I would just basically have to peel this off. So basically just use a screwdriver, small pry bar, and just strip this apart till you get it all out. So this one's a functioning one. I'm running across a lot of night calls now, even day calls, where they're locked out and the key doesn't work. We drill the screws off. And it's not just the Quickset, it's almost every one of the offshore made, the cheapy big box hardware stores. They're selling crap locks and they fail. And we've had a lot of these fail too. Hey, it keeps us in business. These cheap locks are good for business. So if this doesn't rotate it, if this thing's just spinning, Pull out your pliers, needle nose, pliers, little pry bar, even the screwdriver, and just peel it. Take all these pieces out. I'll have a detailed video on that later in the series. Please leave a comment or a suggestion for future videos. There's more coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.